yes, this is your favorite show, Sports Unfolded, with your favorite hosts, Eric and Ron.
Hey, sports fans! Welcome to the best sports podcast on the planet, Sports Unfolded, where we cover all of your top sports stories that have happened this past week. I am your host, Eric. My main man right over there, Ron. How are you tonight?
We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Jake, thanks for joining us.
Oh, Jake, stay tuned too, because you're gonna love this show.
This is gonna be a wild show tonight. We are by far going to have one of our best shows ever. And considering it's season 5, episode 43, and we've had a ton of great shows. This may top all shows of all time. So anybody joining us live tonight, please join the chat. Let us know. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. So many different social media platforms. Live right now on TikTok as well on Sports Unfolded. So many different things that we can do and have some fun with tonight. So check that out. I do want to first and foremost thank those that are helping us continue to grow, Ron. If you wanted to help me out with our good friends there in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Tonight's show is brought to you by Sprout Co-working. For all your co-working needs, large or small, visit sproutcoworking.com. And if you want to become a sponsor, just send us an email at RIBroadcasting.media@gmail.com. We can send you out the media kit, and you can find out all you need to know.
Well, thank you for WBOB in Providence, Rhode Island. We appreciate the support, as well as 99.1 WDJY FM in Dallas, Georgia. Thank you for the support there in Metro Atlanta, as well as our friends here in Connecticut, SEC-TV, Public Access Channel 12. Thank you for putting us on every Tuesday night. We appreciate the support. And all the fans that are going to continue to join us live and share our show afterwards. We appreciate all of you. Ron?
Yeah, we're also live on Twitter, Eric.
We are live on Twitter tonight. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Check us out, Rhode Island Broadcasting or Sports Unfolded. You can watch us on either tonight and have some fun with us. So, Ron, as usual, we love to have some fun. It is time to get this party started. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I am ready. Let's have some fun tonight. Check this out. Our leadoff story. What a story that has broke yesterday. The NBA has another gambling scandal breakdown. Coach and player arrested. How do you feel about the latest arrest, Ron?
Well, first of all, this is two separate scandals, Eric.
Yeah. Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier both arrested as part of a wide-range investigation into illegal betting. Chauncey Billups, mafia ties with poker games and that. Terry Rozier and some insider information on the gambling. A lot going on, a lot to unfold. John Jones, is it John Jones? He was also arrested.
It's Damon Jones.
Damon Jones, that's right.
I got a lot of the information if you want me to read it through like I did with the NBA show last night. I mean, I don't know if you have like all the details, but I have all the charges. I have some
absolutely.
Names. So the first thing is the sports betting case: conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering. That is Terry Rozier accused of manipulating his performance during an NBA game. March 23rd, 2023, when he was playing for the Charlotte Hornets. Then he averaged 35.3 minutes per game, 21.1 points per game. It was There was 10 games left of the season, and Charlotte was not involved in the playoffs. Big surprise. So he told his childhood friend, De Niro Laster,
That sounds like a
that
neat.
that he told him that he was going to leave the game early, and he did. He left the game. He played only 9:34 and left with an injury.
Mm-hmm.
And he never played another game for Charlotte Hornets after that, for the season at least. So it was a planned injury, probably to get the lottery picks higher.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
So they have that information on him. Damon Jones, former Cleveland Cavaliers and Laker.
Mm-hmm.
He was selling non-public information on players, which was also for at least 2 Laker games. The game February 9th, 2023 game versus from the Lakers and Milwaukee Bucks. That was 2 days after LeBron broke the record for scoring by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So he was probably not going to play out of a plan, and he sold that information, and that is just one of the incidents with him.
Danny, thank you for joining
did
us.
Did not play the game with an ankle soreness injury.
Yeah. Danny joining us on YouTube. Thank you.
So that was the first case. Now that is surely going to blow up in the NBA arena, because it's going to be bigger than just that. Those are the ones that they know they have proof of, and they're probably just waiting for other facts to be, confirmed.
I'm sure there's a lot that's going to still come out. Yeah.
The other one is much bigger. It's much bigger. So it is the illegal gambling that could be the biggest problem for the NBA, because the charges involve wire fraud, conspiracy, illegal gambling, money laundering, robbery, and extortion. That is quite the list, but it goes with the fact that they're tied into mob ties. The Bonanno family, the Gambino family, and the Genovese family are all linked to this.
That's amazing.
And Damon Jones is named in this one as well. So he's a very dirty player. Now, they used, according to what has been released, they used wireless cheating technology, and this is how they pulled it off. So they had games in certain cities, and I'll tell you the cities too. They had games in cities, and they would message the dealer to tip off the players to basically rake it in on the victim. There was one victim, maybe more than one.
Yeah. So I've heard some stuff on this. Yeah, I've heard some stuff about this. About $7 million, they think, in what the money they were able to acquire doing this.
Yep.
The Ray-Ban glasses or some of those X-ray glasses. They actually said X-ray glasses.
What they did, they were using the NBA players, high
rollers.
High profile NBA players.
Yeah.
So that way it would lure these people. Oh, you get to play in a game with such and such a player. Now, I don't consider Chauncey Billups a high profile player.
well respected and an NBA Hall of Famer. So you have to look at that as one of the reasons why.
Oh, absolutely. But there's going to be others. Oh, there's certainly going to be others. All these games were run in the Hamptons, Miami, Vegas, and Manhattan between December 22nd and March 2024. So you're talking they've had a year and a half of all this information, and they're putting it all together, and this is going to be devastating for the NBA, especially if more and more people are implicated. And you got to think there's going to be more because, when you look at the three names that came out, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones, those are not, big names. Chauncey Billups, okay, Hall of Fame, I get it. But there's going to be more. And I've been saying it for years, Eric. This is what happens when you start getting in bed with these sports betting sites. This is going to happen.
Well, Ron, so this is where the problem started. And I think you've said this several times. We've talked about it in the past. But the NBA, the NFL, NHL, and MLB have all gone to bed with these betting companies. They're all making money. They said last year it was estimated about $160 million that the NBA made off of some of these sites. They are actually now partners with some of these sites. So again, you go through this whole process, and then you are basically chastising the players when these things come out. And you can't have it both ways. You cannot say it's okay as long as. And then on top of it, Ron, we know from the beginning that prop betting has been the issue. Prop betting is what's causing this issue. And I heard something today, which I honestly liked. The only way you should be able to prop bet is if it's an over bet, because now it forces these players to have to stay in the game and to actually perform versus an under. Hey, if I'm under 8 points, I can pull myself out and I can guarantee I'm not going to make 8 points. But if it's over 8 points, you're basically going to have to stay in and try to work a little harder to get those 8 points plus.
Yeah.
But they've got to figure out something that is going to be able to say, listen, and I heard this stupidity of, we're not going to do the prop bet, or we're going to do the prop bets, but how about this? If they want to do something illegally, because that's what they're afraid of, if they don't do the prop bets, it goes to the illegal side and people do, guess what? Then they know they're breaking the law. Then they're making a conscious decision to break the law. Right now, it's not illegal. It's illegal because you're a player. But these prop bets exist on all of these sites. Stop the prop bets in a way that it's either going to be it's an over, or if they want to go under, they have to go illegally, and now they deserve to be arrested because they're choosing to do it the wrong way.
Yeah.
If I'm a player and I'm 10 points and I want to bet on myself that I'm going to go over, I'm going to work my butt off to try to get to 11 points now. Now I got to stay in the game. Now every minute counts for me. They have to stop this. This is the worst part of this whole thing, Ron, is that I'm watching ESPN this morning. They're talking about this story. And as they're talking about this story, they're talking about bets for the NFL games.
Yeah. Yeah, it's deplorable.
The networks are now involved in the betting. ESPN has their own betting site. So you can't sit back and not expect this to have happened.
Yeah.
They act so naive when this stuff breaks that, oh, I can't believe this would have ever happened. You went to bed with them. So did the players. They're not stupid either.
And it's widespread too. It's like, and I was going to save this for my final thought, but what really boils my water?
Boils your water. I love that one.
What really boils my water
really boils your water.
The current players are in the commercials for this crap. And I'm sorry, that should not happen. You should never have a current player doing commercials for these sports gambling, whether it's DraftKings, MGM, ESPN, whatever the stupid thing is. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be allowed. And I'd be investigating every single player that is.
Yeah.
Period.
So this is the worst part of it, Ron. So now I heard college players are allowed to bet on the sport that they participate in at a pro level. So let me ask you this. Have there been players drafted by, we'll just say, Duke from last year that play in the NBA now? So a Duke player who played with Cooper Flagg, and I'm not trying to say Cooper Flagg would do this illegally. So please, people, before you sit back and say, oh, we're going to get Cooper Flagg or we're thinking Cooper, I'm just saying, can Cooper Flagg now talk to one of his buddies in Duke and say, oh, yeah, by the way, so-and-so might not play tonight. They're hurt. This sucks. Now that college kid has the opportunity to bet on that game.
Right.
You are making this worse by the minute.
Yeah.
Because now
and
you're
you know
incorporating
why?
college.
Because they're dirty. Period. I'm sorry, but it is what it is now. I made the comment, and I thought it was pretty funny at the time. The WWE is fake. At least they embrace that, and they're not trying to say, no, it's not fake, but this is what we do. At least they're honest about it. Sports now, you don't know what's real and what isn't, because you look every week, and we say this about the Kansas City Chiefs, it looks like the refs are in their pockets, whatever it may be, right? You see this in every sport. We don't know if it's rigged or not anymore. And I'm sorry, and I don't want to blow up one of our own, segments, but you're saying, oh, can OKC repeat? Well, they could if they are the highest bidder.
Right now, they are
top. This is what it is now. I can't even look at the NBA games and think that they're even real. I can't think that. And it's rampant. I see players like Connor McDavid doing the sports gambling commercials. Mm-hmm. LeBron James. They're all doing it. They're in their pocket.
I don't understand how a national broadcasting company can be involved in that. Why are they allowed? They're supposed to report the news.
Right.
And you're sitting back and you're giving me prop bets during an episode of Get Up in the Morning or Sports Center, where they actually have a segment where they bring these betting analysts on.
They're part of the problem.
And it's making it worse, because if I'm a common fan, why would I care about what the line is? I don't care. I want to know about the game, about the players, about what's the issues, not about who's going to score more points. They do it during broadcasts of games now.
And, we do a prediction segment, but our segment is more along the lines of giving our opinions about the game and who we think is going to win because of certain reasons. We don't do the lines. We don't have the plus minus points. We don't do any of that crap.
It's all about the game, period. Win or lose. And it blows my mind when I'm watching a game, Ron, when I'm watching a game and then they go, well, who will throw for 200 yards in this game? And they go to the analysts and be like, oh, well, so that's not about the game. That's nothing about the game. That is about betting. Yeah, it's got to change.
They're
Listen,
using it in everything.
I am shocked about Chauncey Billups as a head coach and should have known better. But again, when you get ties to the mafia, and if that's the case, this thing goes so deep that, to your point, and we've said it earlier, this is going to get even worse, because I'm sure there's more players involved and much more money. And I don't remember the ref's name now at this point, but that story, it took years for that to go away.
Yeah.
This is going to be worse than that.
Oh,
This
it's
is
going
going
to
to be
be
worse than
much
that.
worse. And I would say there's going to be at least a dozen players that are implicated
I
in
wouldn't
all
be
of this.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, Ron.
And some of them are going to be big.
Anybody that joined us live, let us know, should sports betting be allowed in any sport
Absolutely
at this
not.
point? But we'd love to hear from you as well. But we're going to move on, Ron. Very passionate about this story, so we'd love to hear from the fans
I'm
if
angry
anybody has
now.
opinions.
Oh, I'm fired
Let's
up.
talk
Wait.
some NFL. Should the Washington Commanders start to worry about the health of Jaden Daniels? So Jaden Daniels will miss this weekend's game against the Kansas City Chiefs with a hamstring strain. This will be his third game missed this season after missing 2 games early in the year with a left knee injury. I mean, since the Rookie of the Year campaign, he hasn't been able to stay healthy this season. Commanders are 3-4, third place in the NFC East, Ron. Could this be signs of, should I say, ghosts of the past?
Well, I mean, when you start thinking about things, look, running quarterbacks that are, athletically gifted, that can use their legs to hurt a team always seem to come up with injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And there is something to be said about a pocket quarterback. I think you're better off with one. I mean, it's certainly dynamic, but the temptation is still there for a player to just try to get that first down, and he gets popped, and then you're sitting out a couple of games.
He took a big hit, which is one of the reasons why from in the Dallas game that caused the injury. I will say this, Ron, this franchise has had some of the worst luck when it comes to quarterbacks. 1985, Joe Theismann. You'll never forget Lawrence Taylor, and then Lawrence Taylor's waving him over.
That was gross. That was
Robert
hard to watch.
Right? Robin Griffith III, 2013. Yep. Here we go again. They thought they finally had a quarterback, and his knees got blown out. And then Alex Smith. I mean, if you ever see the picture of what his leg looks like now, it is tough to see. It's a tough see. These are just 3 quarterbacks. Now you got Jaden Daniels, who everybody expected the Commanders to be one of the top teams in the NFL.
Yeah, even they did. They were like, they went out and got pieces.
Yeah, they got a lot of pieces.
Put him over the top.
And now you got to worry and concern about his health. And I'm saying, as a quarterback, say hi to him, Ron, please. So I will say that it gets to be very difficult.
Danny, we know you're here. We're putting up your graphics.
We are, my friend. I will say that if I am a Commanders fan right now, I start to think back at some of those older quarterbacks and things that happened and go, not again. Like, if this happens again, because we can sit back and legitimately say that Jaden Daniels would be a winning quarterback for this team. But he's got to be on the field. Yeah. I am very concerned if I'm a Commanders fan.
I mean, 3 games already, you saying, right?
3 games this season, yes.
Yeah, I mean, you've already missed half the year.
Yeah, what? There's 7 games so far that's been played. He's missed basically half.
I mean, look, with the problems that they're having, in Washington, Philadelphia, up and down, who knows what they're going to look like from game to game.
Yeah.
And Dallas is struggling. I mean, what are they, 3-3?
Yeah, listen, the Giants very quietly are competitive with Jackson Dart. So Washington can't continue to lose ground here. They may finish last in this division. This is starting to panic mode.
This went from potentially one of the best divisions in football to right now possibly one of the worst.
The most questionable by far. I would be pushing panic buttons all day if I'm the Commanders. It's like push the button. So, all right, Ron, what about games of interest for week 8? We are in, believe it or not, week 8 of the NFL season.
Yeah, I don't even want you to tell me that, Eric.
It goes so fast, man. It is.
We're at the halfway mark.
We're almost halfway there. It's crazy.
It feels like it just started.
Right. You get all excited. But I see the Washington KC game. I think the Jaden Daniels being out situation sparked less interest for me this week.
Well, yeah, now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Washington's going to get smoked.
Yeah, I kind of took that one off my my games of interest based
There was
on
not
that.
really that many good games.
I did have, listen, maybe a homer here. Browns at Patriots. This is the first time. So people are questioning if New England's legit. Cleveland,
They've
very
been
bad.
questioning it now for 3 weeks.
Yeah, Cleveland has a very bad offense, but their defense is by far one of the tops in the NFL.
Yeah.
So to me, that's interesting because I want to see now Drake May go against a defense that people can say is quality. And if he could still win this game, that changes my perspective on New England going forward.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, when you look, I have Buffalo and Carolina. Carolina is 4-3.
They won 3 in a row. I like it. Bryce Young out, though. So I don't know.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Andy Dalton leading the Panthers.
No problem.
Sign me up. But I will say this: Buffalo needs to start to show their dominance again.
Look,
so it is interesting.
Buffalo loses this game. If Buffalo loses this game, Carolina actually will have a better record.
Yeah, it's crazy. Isn't that insane to think about? What a crazy season. I also had Bears at Ravens, Ron.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one.
Bears
I would probably do that one,
Lamar's probably back. So Lamar's back. 1-5. Baltimore needs to win badly. The Bears won 3 straight. Have they turned a page? Are they becoming a contending team?
I'm not sold.
I'm not either. But again, you win this game now, 4 straight. You start to look at things a little different. And it basically wipes the Ravens out of the playoff picture. It'd be almost impossible at that point. But Lamar Jackson is back.
Funny.
Lamar Jackson is back.
I'll be rooting for Chicago.
Yeah, I wonder
Even though I know they're going to get smoked in the game.
You never know. Not this year.
Lamar Jackson's going to have like 4 touchdowns.
You never know this year.
3 in the air, 1 on the ground.
Everything's up in the air. This has been a weird season.
There's been a lot of teams that have really been disappointing, like the Texans.
Yeah, I see you got the Packers, Steelers, right? That's an interesting game.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers against his old team. I guess he said he's going to retire a Packer once his career's done. You know what? I don't care.
I don't care either. And in fact, if I'm Green Bay, I'd be like, we don't want you to retire, Anati.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, please go the other route. Go get this.
Yes.
Jets.
Retire as a Jet.
Retire as a Jet. You have Dallas, the Broncos.
Yes, I do. I think that might be the best game of the week.
It could be. Denver, listen to me. Denver coming back and scoring 33 points in the 4th quarter is absolutely insane, Ron. Which blows my mind. But Dallas's offense is crazy. They've done very well, and their defense isn't bad. Listen, I think this is going to be one of those grind them out games.
I mean, Danny, did I ever once say I hate the Dallas Cowboys? I don't think I did.
I don't think many people do.
I'm not denying that I do, but I'm just saying I never said that. And in fact, I actually like some of the players that used to play there. Used to play there.
90s. I have one other game, Ron. Giants at Eagles.
Wait, did I miss that one?
Yeah, I think you did, my friend. Giants at Eagles.
I did not even see that one.
And I'm telling you right now, the New York Giants,
they're winning the game.
Can't compete. And
they're winning that game.
The Eagles are still a mess. No A.J. Brown in that game. That just got more interesting. Not that they could throw the ball.
Brown wants out now.
Without a doubt, A.J. Brown would want to trade if they could find a suitor. Which, again, he has ties to Vrabel. I don't know if you want to mess with what New England's doing right now, but It would be a nice addition. And I will say
By
this.
all means, bring him in.
Saquon Barkley, Ron, has only averaged about 50, I think it's 56 yards per game so far this season.
I don't know how.
So again, Giants gonna win, right? That's what I'm saying, Danny. This game turned very interesting very fast.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Jackson Dart, I'm starting to become a believer. I didn't think he would be this good this early, but that kid has something. And it's some swag, and he does it differently. I think Philly's in deep trouble here. This is a game they cannot afford to lose.
Because if Philadelphia loses this game and say the Dallas Cowboys win against Denver, which isn't going to be an easy game by no means, but that offense for Dallas is pretty stout. The defense is awful.
Yeah.
But they can score 40 points on you. I mean,
it's crazy.
If their defense can get one stop, they're going to win.
It's going to be a fun week. It's as many as games we didn't think were interesting. There's a lot of them starting to turn pretty interesting.
I completely missed the Giants and Philly. I would have definitely had that.
So that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, Ron, we're going to move on to our starting five.
So Dallas and the Giants are both going to win this game.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Our starting five this week. In the past 25 years, we've had some World Series MVPs with the World Series kicking off tonight. We decided to give you our starting five World Series MVPs from the last 25 years. So since 2000 until last year.
Oh, it's not 1999?
No, I'm going to party like it's 1999, but that's a different story.
Because 25 years, it is 1999.
Okay. I didn't count 99.
But I can take him out.
That's fine. Okay. All right. So I start us off this week. My honorable mention, I only have one, Ron.
Well, that means I'm only going to have one.
Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman, honorable mention.
What?
Yeah, Freddie Freeman.
What list are you looking at?
It's my honorable mention.
That's impossible.
I'm just telling you. Freddie Freeman, my honorable mention.
Oh, my God. You're already wrong. There's no way he can't be in that top five. There's no way.
Okay.
You're going to put...
Who's your honorable mention? Can you just give me your mention, sir?
All right. Corey Seager is my honorable mention.
Okay.
Only because he had 2 World Series MVPs.
Okay. All right.
His numbers aren't that great, but he did.
Okay. You know. Whenever you're ready. You ready? Was that your one? All right. Let's go at number 5 for me. I had George Springer.
I knew you were going to put that.
Hold on. I did my numbers based off of their playoff career. In 78 games in the postseason, he batted .264, 85 hits, 23 home runs, 47 RBIs, and a World Series MVP. George Springer, number 5 for me.
Whatever. Your list doesn't even matter at this point. Putting George Springer in there.
Sure.
Like, these are careers we're talking about.
I'm not talking about careers. This is World Series. I want the biggest.
No, you didn't say only World Series.
So I went off their postseason because that's what mattered the most.
That's awesome. You're my hero.
I tried my best.
Dodgers win tonight and tomorrow night. Stay for the predictions, Danny.
Yeah, stay for the predictions.
All right, my number 5 then is Curt Schilling.
YouTube, Facebook, Sports Unfolded.
Curt Schilling is my number 5.
Yeah, wasn't
with 216 career wins. He had 83 complete games and 20 shutouts. 6-time All-Star, 3 World Series wins. So he's got 3 rings. He also has a National League Championship MVP. Mm-hmm. So he is now moved up to number 5 because one guy is eliminated because it was 1999, 25 years ago.
Okay. At number 4 for me, I had Corey Seager. In 78 games, he batted .251, but 75 hits, 19 home runs, 48 RBIs, was an NLCS MVP, as well as two World Series MVPs for 2 different teams. The man performed in the biggest stage twice, and he got his team to the World Series in one of those as the NLCS MVP. So Corey Seager at number 4 for me.
Him and his 1,200 hits.
Did it when it counted. 75 in the postseason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has almost as many hits in the postseason as he does in his career.
In 78 games, he had 75 hits in the postseason. That's pretty damn impressive.
No, it's great. I agree with that. But if you tell me, Ron, we're doing playoff numbers, not career numbers.
We thought about it differently, I guess.
Yeah, no, you knew what you were thinking it was going to be. So that way you could rub me the wrong way.
Oh.
And guess what? Your list still sucks.
My friend, if I can piss you off any day, it's a good day for me.
Number 4 is Freddie Freeman. For me. Freddie Freeman has 2,400 plus hits, hitting 300 career, 367 home runs, 1,379 career runs, and 1,322 career RBI, 104 stolen bases, 9-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, a Gold Glove, 3 Silver Sluggers, and of course, an MVP, which none of the players have an MVP.
Okay. You good? Number 3 for me. Number 3 for their postseason numbers, Randy Johnson in 16 games pitched.
You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
16 games pitched. He has a losing record, believe it or not. He's 7-9 with a 3.50 ERA. But 3 complete games in the postseason, 2 shutouts, 132 strikeouts, and 1 World Series MVP. So Randy Johnson, number 3 for me.
You're a homer.
I am not a homer.
Oh, you are a homer because I know who your number 1 is going to be.
Okay.
Where are we? Number 3? I have
Yes,
David Ortiz at number 3. I was realistic. He moved up to number 3 because the 1999 MVP was disqualified for being, in the actual 25th year. But that's okay. Disqualified was Mariano Rivera. Yeah, take that, Yankee. So disqualified. So David Ortiz moves up to number 3. He is Mr. Clutch for the Red Sox. 2,400 hits plus. He hit 286, not bad for a power hitter. 541 for his home runs, 1,400 runs, 1,700 RBI. When you're part of 3,100 runs, that's pretty damn good. 17 stolen bases, so he was a burner too.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, really?
I can't with you.
Hall of Famer, by the way. 10 All-Stars, 3 World Series rings. He's got 3 rings. 7 Silver Sluggers. He also has an ALCS MVP. So they were good enough to bring him at number 3.
Okay. All right. At number 2 for me, David Ortiz. In 85 games in the postseason run, he batted .289. Pretty damn good. 88 hits, so more than a hit a game in the postseason. 17 home runs, 61 RBIs. That's really impressive. He did win an ALCS MVP as well as one World Series MVP. So I went David Ortiz at number 2.
At number 2, I have Derek Jeter, the Yankee captain. 3,465 hits, a 310 batting average, 260 home runs, 1,923 runs, 1,300 RBIs. And that is part of the reason why he just edged out David Ortiz for me, because he produced 3,200 runs, not 3,100. So that was one of the reasons. He's also a Hall of Famer, Rookie of the Year, 14-time All-Star. So he had some more All-Stars. 5 World Series rings. So he did beat out Poppy in the rings. So I put him there. Also 5 Gold Gloves. So he does it defensively. And I will never, ever, ever forget that catch.
Mm-hmm. The jump catch.
I'll never forget that. When he goes into the stand.
Oh, that was a great one. That
was something to be seen. Also 5 Silver Sluggers. So he's a tad bit. He's not the power hitter that Ortiz is, but he has that same clutch gene that the greats do.
Okay.
And you know, I wish we had him instead of Nomar, believe it or not. And I like Nomar, but didn't compare.
Not even close. All right. So at number 1, you are correct. I had Derek Jeter. So I'm going to read some numbers to you, Ron, and you tell me if I'm a homer. He played in 158 postseason games, which is still incredible. You think about it.
Right.
He batted 308 in the postseason. He batted over 300 in the postseason. Ron, he had 200 hits in the postseason. He played in 158 games.
What was his runs and RBIs?
200 home runs, 61 RBIs. But the 200 hits to me was so impressive.
No, it's great. This is what I'm saying. He's got that clutch gene. You know, I had him ahead of David Ortiz as well. So
listen, Ortiz's numbers were great in the postseason. 289 is not for a power hitter. 289, absolutely incredible as well.
I'll take that every day.
So. Now, I'm Randy Johnson's. I'm sure you're number 1.
He is my number 1. I just have there's just so much respect for his pitching. You know, I mean, he is just a flamethrower, and with a little bit of finesse to mix in with that.
Yeah.
And lefties can't hit him. They couldn't hit him. And, you know, I understand he had a losing record in the postseason, but a lot of that didn't fall on him.
Agreed. Listen,
you know,
the way you did it, I would probably put him at number 1 if I did regular season, and I would probably not have Seager or Springer in there.
So let me just go through his numbers. 303 wins. He had 2 saves, by the way, and he did pitch as a relief pitcher, if I'm not mistaken, in one of those games when they won the World Series, as did Schilling.
Yes, they did.
3.29 ERA with the long ball era. 4,135 innings pitched, so he was a workhorse. 4,875 strikeouts, more than 700 more than innings pitched, is absolutely incredible. And I don't know when the last person had 100 complete games. This man did. He also had 37 shutouts, 100 complete games in 618 games played. 1/6 of his games he finished.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's incredible.
Stuff. Yeah.
10 All-Stars, a World Series. The man deserved more than one World Series. Maybe he should have went to Boston.
Well, he went to New York to get one.
No, he got that in
Arizona.
Arizona.
He got in Arizona. He tried to get in New York.
5 Cy Young Awards. And of course, 4 ERA titles. He also got a triple crown for pitching.
Yeah, he
And
was an amazing.
I mean,
amazing
he's one of
pitcher.
the best of all time. One of the best.
Absolutely. Still never forget the bird. That Paul Bird.
Oh my God. Can't forget about
That
that
Paul
either.
Bird.
This was a fun list. Mariano Rivera should have been eligible for 25 years. Should have been eligible because this is the 25th year
Yeah,
coming up.
I gotcha. All right. Let's talk some more NBA, Ron. Oklahoma City Thunder 2-0 already to start the season. Can they repeat as NBA champions? So the Thunder, 2 tough games, beat the Rockets, though, and beat Denver. No, they didn't beat Denver. Golden State beat Denver. Who they beat? They just beat somebody else.
Houston, they won, and they won somebody else. I don't know.
So, again, I like this team. I think they are deep. You go with SGA, and after that, you got Dort, Williams, and Holmgren. But their bench as well, Alex Caruso, Aaron Williams, Jalen Williams.
Wait, is that the guy from Miami, CSI Miami?
No, not that Caruso.
Oh.
But I will say this, they're deep. I think if they can get out of the West, the Western Conference has the collection of the best teams.
I think you might be onto something.
Oh, jeez. I will say this. I thought you had x-ray glasses there. I was getting a little nervous. Do you know any mafiosos now that maybe you're in line with here for the prediction segment? But I will say this. The East, I think, is not going to win the NBA title this year. I don't see a team that's strong enough in the East. They need to get out of the West. They could repeat if they can get out of the West. I think it's a lock.
Well, that's just it. You got to get out of the West.
Yeah.
Like, I think the 7th best team in the West is probably better than anybody in the East.
Agreed. 100%. I think you're right. 8 teams have won it 2 straight. 4 teams won 3 straight. 1 team won it 8 straight, and that was the Celtics of 59 through 66. We know how good they were. But if I'm the OKC Thunder, I am worried about I have 4 teams on here. The Warriors, who look very good so far to start the season. And Steph looks like he's going to play
good.
MVP type season
good.
if he stays healthy. The Rockets, I know they beat them, but that was double overtime. And I think the Rockets are still trying to figure out their pieces with the
and KD got fouled out.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. Timberwolves, you can't count out Ant-Man. I think he's still legitimately one of the best players in the NBA. And could
count out Denver either.
Denver. I didn't even put Denver on there. You know who I put as my surprise? The Spurs.
Oh,
Victor Wembanyama looked amazing in game 1 of the season.
He's good.
So if he can continue that trend, I would be worried.
Next Tim Duncan.
Yeah, NBA, be worried. Be worried. So, Ron, I wanted to have a little fun before we move on, though. There were 4 teams, Ron, in the NBA. This is a did you know? There were 4 teams in the NBA that have won 3 straight championships. Can you name those 4 teams?
That have won 3 straight in history?
3 straight in history.
Well, obviously Chicago Bulls.
Take out the Celtics. So we're just talking 3 straight.
Wait, why are we taking out the Celtics?
These 4 teams won 3 straight. So they three-peated. So you have Chicago. Which year?
Wait, why are we eliminating the Celtics from that?
Because they won 8 straight. This is three-peat.
Right.
Teams that three-peated. There were 4 teams that three-peated.
Well, the Chicago Bulls did it twice.
Very good. So 2 of them are Chicago, 91 to 93 and 96 to 98. Who are the other 2 teams?
I mean, you got to go back a ways. Did San Antonio do it?
No.
I think San Antonio did.
No,
No, wait. No, they didn't. Nope. They had 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be before that. I would think it would have to be the Lakers.
Okay.
And
I'll give you one more guess.
San Francisco.
All right. You are incorrect. But believe it or not, it's only been the Bulls and the Lakers. The Lakers did it with Minneapolis Lakers from
Right, that's
52
what I
to
was.
54, and then
Yeah.
2000 to 2002 with the Los Angeles Lakers, and then
Yeah.
the two with the Chicago Bulls. So really, there's only been two teams that have done it.
Yeah. All right. So that you just threw a
A
slick one.
little wrench in there, my
But
friend.
I thought you said 4 teams.
4 teams have Minneapolis Lakers.
Oh yes, Lakers did it
Bulls,
twice.
Bulls, Lakers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I thought San Francisco did it when they went from San Francisco to Golden State.
No. And Golden State won 3 out of 4, but they lost one in between.
Yeah, I knew that. But
so again, they were the closest.
I was there. So I actually had the 2 teams. I was just looking for another one.
You didn't do bad. You didn't do bad, my friend. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. Tonight starts game 1, which was originally going to be our leadoff story, but that gambling story broke yesterday. Between the Los Angeles Dodgers face the Toronto Blue Jays in a winner-take-all championship. Get ready, 7 games, hopefully 7 games.
Get ready.
What are you looking for in this series? I will say this: the teams have faced off one time, 3 games this season. Dodgers winning that series 2-1.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Well, if you really want my thoughts, I mean, I can break everything down to you.
You can do whatever you want.
I did my homework today. Let me tell you.
I like it.
All right, so the matchups. Catcher, Kirk and Smith. I give the advantage to Kirk. So Toronto advantage.
Okay.
First base, Vladimir and Freddie Freeman. That is a close one. But the way Guerrero is raking right now,
he's on
Guerrero.
Fire. Okay.
But Freddie Freeman is clutch. So just keep that in mind. Second base.
Last season's MVP, by the way. Freeman last season's MVP World Series.
Yes.
So stepped up in the biggest game.
Kiner-Falefa and Edman for the Dodgers. I give the advantage to Edman. Shortstop, Jimenez and Mookie Betts. I give a big advantage to the Dodgers there. Man, he can play anywhere, right? Mookie Betts.
Yeah, he's amazing. Great player.
Anywhere.
Great player.
He's just a great athlete.
Agreed.
Third base, Clement and Muncy. Slight edge to the Dodgers. Muncy hasn't played that great, but he has an act, right, for coming up at a right spot. Left field, Lukes and Kike Hernandez. Slight edge to the Dodgers.
Okay.
Center field, Varsho for Toronto and Pages for the Dodgers. Edge to Varsho and the Toronto. I almost said Maple Leafs, but Toronto Blue Jays.
You saw Vlad with that Austin Matthews shirt. That's right.
Yeah, sure. He probably has not even heard of hockey before. You know, I mean, he's from Dominican. He doesn't know hockey.
I don't know. He's from Toronto now. Born and
raised. I'm sure he's a Bruin fan.
Okay. Who isn't?
Yeah, everybody's loving the Bruins this year. All right, right field, Barger for Toronto. Barger for Toronto. Teoscar Hernandez. He has his troubles, but big advantage there. And DH, Springer, who, you know, he is clutch in the postseason. But Ohtani is the guy that they have a big advantage.
They have to,
even though he's struggling.
Well, not after his 10 strikeout, 3 home run game, he's struggling.
Yeah, he's struggling.
I will say this: in this series, when they faced each other, Ron, Toronto batted .240, the Dodgers batted .268. 2.33 ERA for the Dodgers pitchers. They pitched very well against Toronto. Toronto, 6.48.
Right.
The pitchers have to be able to figure out these hitters.
Ohtani, I'm getting to those rotation now.
Well, Ohtani batted .538 against Toronto.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Two home runs. That's in 3 games. That does not bode well for Toronto.
No, like none of this bodes well for Toronto. When you look at the starting pitching, Savage, Gausman, Bieber, and Scherzer, that's not bad. That's pretty good, right? But it isn't Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow, and Ohtani. That's not that. They are 7-1 in the postseason, 1.40 ERA, and 81 strikeouts.
Yeah.
They are lights out. The only chance that Toronto has in this series is getting it to the bullpen.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, you said it. Game 1, Savage is facing Blake Snell. Blake Snell in the game they played earlier in August, 0.0 ERA. He did not give up a run.
Yeah, he didn't give up
that does not bode well. Clayton Kershaw, who we don't even consider a legitimate starter, 1.50 ERA against Toronto in that series.
Yeah.
Kershaw.
He'll probably come out of the bullpen a few times.
Glasnow, Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani.
Yeah, Glasnow stand before.
You're right. That pitching staff.
Come on, that was a good
that
one.
was pretty good. Bassett, Lauer, and Scherzer did not do well the 3 games they faced the Dodgers early in August. I'm rooting for Toronto for one reason only. The man on the bench, Donnie Baseball, to get a ring. But it does not look good. The Dodgers are the team. This is a team now that is.
I am.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are, because you're starting to look at the Dodgers as that evil empire. They've kind of taken over the Yankees spot with the money they've shelled out, the way they've done it,
hiding it too.
Like Ohtani. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of fans are upset about that. But guess what? These players are producing, and it's scary to think about if these guys can stay together for another 3 to 4 years. They might win the next 3 to 4 years.
I mean,
not just the series.
You're looking at a lineup that is pretty stout. I mean,
yeah, that's.
What are they going to have? I'm guessing
Freeman.
Ohtani's probably going to bat second.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Freeman.
I think. Listen, one benefit is they're in Toronto for the first 2 games.
Yeah,
you've got to keep that home crowd going. Make it difficult for the Dodgers. Possibly get a couple runs early. Toronto has good bats. They've batted very well in the postseason. They destroyed the Yankees. That Seattle matchup, it was back and forth.
Yeah, but they got some injuries, and that's.
But we'll have to see.
They have a backup third baseman and a backup left fielder, a backup shortstop.
But they got there, Ron. And anything's possible when you get there. So game 1 tonight, pitch, I think, 8 o'clock tonight it starts. So
yeah, I'm going to be heading I'm going to watch the game tonight, actually.
All right. Well, you enjoy that. I'll be watching
maybe the Celtics.
Yeah, don't do that to yourself. All right, Ron, great talk. I hope everybody enjoys the World Series. Those of you that watch us in Canada, good luck there as well.
I love Mookie Betts as a player. He's one of my favorite players, and probably the last 5 years, maybe 10. I don't want the Dodgers to win. Sorry, Danny, but I don't want the Dodgers to win. But they're probably going to win in 5.
They probably will. All right, Ron, we're going to move on to our split decisions.
Oh, this is going to be a good one, too. Danny should do a promo for us.
Segment. Yeah, get Danny on to do it. Our split decision segment, basically, we give each other 2 more likely questions, and we got to make a decision. I am first tonight, so I will start us off, Ron. Your first split decision. Which NHL team is more likely to remain in first place the entire season? The Montreal Canadiens, the New Jersey Devils, the Colorado Avalanche, or the Vegas Golden Knights? Who is more likely to remain in first all season?
Can I give you 2 of them?
You can give me 2 if you feel this too. I'm sure you're going West.
Colorado
Yeah, I knew you were going West.
and Vegas. Gotta stay
Colorado's in a
first place.
dogfight though too.
What?
Colorado's in a dogfight too. There's some good teams.
Yeah, they're in a
out there.
dogfight, but they're the better team. I mean, wow, are they fast? They're just super
Yeah, but
talented.
you can't count anybody that goes. Utah Mammoth 6-2 are in second place there.
Yeah, I know. They're not.
But you still got the Winnipeg Jets, who I think are in the 2. Vegas
And
got
they'll
the
lose
Kraken,
first
the
round.
Ducks. That's crazy. Those are the 2 teams below them. Kraken and
Yeah,
Ducks
well, the
right
Brewers
now.
lost to both Utah, Colorado, and the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah.
And Vegas. So
Yeah.
they lost to all 4 of those teams.
Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, so I could see that. Yeah, I think Montreal's not holding on to it. New Jersey's in a tough division. Carolina, right? In
Montreal's going to be one of the top 3, though.
Yeah. So, all right. I'll give you that. If you got to go Colorado or
And New Jersey will
Vegas,
be one of the top 3.
which one out of Colorado and Vegas is more likely?
Colorado.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too.
Too good.
Although Vegas,
Nathan McKinnon is so fast.
I get Seattle in Anaheim right now. If I'm the Vegas Golden Knights right now, I'm going, yes. Like those are the teams like below me. I got this.
Yeah. I think you'll hear from Edmonton.
Yeah, at some point.
The Kings.
Yeah, at some point.
You'll hear from them. They'll be okay.
All right. What else? All right, your first split decision.
Okay, so which NHL Eastern Conference team has the best chance to make the playoffs?
Okay. Make the playoffs.
The 3-4 Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah.
The 3-6 Boston Bruins.
Nope.
Or the 1-4-2 Tampa Bay Lightning.
I'm going Lightning here just based on the players they have and the fact that they've done it before and they were a playoff team last year. So
Boy, those 2 teams are stinking it up.
But I could see the Lightning figuring some things out, and they have enough talent.
Yeah.
In a really good goaltender in Vasilevsky that I could see them.
Bruins have 2 players.
Yeah.
Pasta and Swayman. That's what they got.
So,
Swayman has played incredible.
all right.
And it's all going to waste because they played defense the whole game.
All right. Save it. Save it.
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
All right. Your second split decision. Good question, though, Ron. Good question. Ron, which quarterback is more likely to throw 35 touchdowns this season? Matthew Stafford, who's at 17, Dak Prescott, who's at 16, Justin Herbert, who's at 16, or Jared Goff, who's at 15. Who's more likely to throw 35 touchdowns this season?
Who was the third one again?
Justin Herbert.
They take games off, so no. I won't say Herbert. Wow. I'm gonna say Dak Prescott. But if he gets hurt, then it screws that. But
yeah.
I just think he has the better receivers as a whole.
Yeah, 19, right? And what, 10 more games? So it's like 2 a game. I could see it with CD Lamb.
And I'm not sold that Matthew Stafford can play every game from here on out. I think
you would think that back injury that they made such a big deal about at some point would
at some point I think he's going to miss a game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think 3 of them will do it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I think 35 because I looked at last season and a lot of quarterbacks didn't get to 40. There was 3 quarterbacks that made it to 40, and some of them are already out for most of this season. So
yeah, well,
So, all right, your second split decision, Ron.
Okay, let's go right back to baseball. Who will more likely win the World Series MVP this season? Will it be Vlad Jr., Shohei, Mookie, or Freddie?
Well, I think Vlad's out because we automatically assume that the Dodgers are going to win. So I take Vlad out because you're not going to give it to somebody that loses.
Okay.
I
would have been a tell if you would have said Vladdy, then I would have thought you would picking
I'd
them.
like to see them win it, but I don't think they will. So I think Freeman just not as healthy as he was last season. So that leaves bets in Ohtani. And I think Ohtani's, again, has an advantage because of the pitching, which isn't fair to most players. But if he's pitching in a World Series game and he does well and he hits some dingers, I tend to go Ohtani. So I think Ohtani, this is his year. Like, he's figured out the pitching. He didn't pitch last year.
No, he did
he's
not.
Gonna pitch. He's gonna pitch in this series.
Yes,
so
he
if
is.
he pitches well and he hits a few home runs, I go Ohtani without a doubt. Like, it's an automatic. So I'm going Ohtani. But it's a tough question.
Okay. No,
It
is a tough question.
But Betts will be a close second. I think Betts will be a close second. All right, Ron. I love that site. I really love split decisions. It was so much fun. And our minds are starting to think the same, which is scary sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I was a little nervous about that. When you said NHL, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we're almost asking the same questions. It's like, what's going on?
Because, you like to rub it in about the Bruins.
I never. I'm a Bruins fan myself. Why would I rub it in?
I'm not saying you aren't.
All right, so let's talk about those Boston Bruins. We're going to talk some NHL now. The Boston Bruins have lost 6 straight, Ron. Is it time to consider the season another disappointment?
Well, if you're expecting them to win a Stanley Cup, it's over. They're not winning a Stanley Cup. Newsflash.
I would love to know who considered them.
I don't know.
Okay,
but me,
listen. I know you're going to rant. So I just wanted real quick the numbers, right? 3-6-0. They're 7th in the Atlantic, but they're only 2 games out of the wild card. Or 2 points. Sorry, 2 points out of the wild card. Right. And they did have that 3-game winning streak to start the season. So they know how to win. Maybe they're not a road team. They lost the 4 straight on the road. I know they lost the game to Florida at home.
And to the Anaheim Ducks at home.
Oh, yes, good call. But I will say this. Goals for, they're 12th in the league. So they're better than the top half. They're in the top half of goals. They've got to figure out goals against. Defensively, they've got to figure that out. 3.67, 28th overall. You give up that many goals, you're going to lose a lot of games. But they're 12th in the power play at 21.9, and they're 86.1 on penalty kills is 11th, Ron. So their special teams are doing really well. You said it. Swayman, he's 2-3, but a 3.02 goals against, that's a little too high.
Yeah.
But a 90
save percentage.
But a 903 save percentage. So
exactly.
Again, very good.
They are giving up.
But I will say this, Ron, too. I don't think the switching goalies thing is working anymore. They need to change that mentality. Korpisalo, 4 games, he's 1-3 with a 4.03 goals against ERA.
He's been horrible. He's been horrible.
And a .845 save percentage.
Yeah, he's been terrible.
You got to just let Swayman play the majority of the games.
Well,
and see what happens.
Here's the problem with that, Eric. It is an Olympic year coming up. They have a very condensed schedule, so you can't just run your goaltender out there and expect everything is going to be okay. That is going to get very taxing in a hurry. Now, with that being said, what's more taxing is the way the Bruins have addressed their issues. And that is simply by not addressing those issues. And this is a bleed over from last year when they decided to sell. And I'm not upset that they decided to sell. When you sell, you generally give your rookies a chance to get in there and get those minutes to see what you've got. They did not do that. They kept putting in guys like Veal and all this crap that they had for fourth liners. They kept going with that. And that is wrong. You got to play the young players. So, yes, they played Lysell a little bit, and they played Hustadinov a little bit, but you didn't let Merkulov, Patra, and all those young kids that are down there come up and play to get that experience. And you would think maybe they learned their lessons, but the off season, what did they do? Oh, we're gonna make our third and fourth lines better and more difficult to play against. So basically, you go out, you spend all that money on third and fourth lines. Now you have one line with 3 fourth lines, and you're not able to sustain anything. So these players, their grind is high energy. Yes, love it. But they can't play against top lines of other teams, and they're just getting hemmed into their own side of the ice. And now you're asking these defensemen trying to make an outlet pass to get out of their zone when they're 90 to 120 feet away from them. And their wingers aren't coming back because they don't know what to do.
And
it's a team with all fourth liners. You can't compete.
100%. And listen, as great as Pastrnak is, if Pasternak's going to lead your team in goals, assists, points for the entire season, it's going to kill you. You need players to alongside him that are going to absolutely help. And you're not seeing that from the Bruins at all. I agree with you on the Swayman thing in one aspect, Ron, but I also think that I don't think Swayman's going to the Olympics.
Probably is.
Which is, this is, I don't know. But so my point would be is this, then I don't know. Then if you're playing for the Olympics, then don't worry about the regular season. But to me, I don't see how Korpisalo actually, Korpisalo makes you any better.
No,
it's actually worse. Not. So either you get you bring one of the kids up from Providence and see if they're
DiPietro is supposed to be the guy coming in, but they have Korpisalo, and he's not even playing well enough to trade him. So, the Bruins need a major overhaul of the front office. This is what they need.
We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I mean, Chara's got to be doing something. This is what I'm saying. They smoke and mirror at us. This team's horrible. Listen, I try to stay positive with the
you gotta bring the kids up. If you're gonna lose, bring the kids up. But at least see what you got.
And I will say this: I tried to keep it positive, right? 2 points out of the wild card. You keep going this route, that's gonna drain quick. That's not gonna last very long. I think they're already done, and I think it's that mentality. You said it. I mean, if they're playing the Olympics part of it too, like you're not going to put your best players in sometimes. They don't have the depth to be able to afford that.
They're not playing for the Olympics. They're just playing to survive, and they can't because they're in their end the entire time. I understand what Marco Sturm is trying to do. He's trying to play man on man, and do the switch offs. This isn't basketball. It's not basketball. I'm sorry. It's not going to work.
We're not talking NBA.
With a team of fourth liners. It's just not going to work. And how, oh my God, I'm going to blow up right here. How many times are they going to throw out there on the ice Mason Lowry, who was a minus 43 last season, the worst player in the league, and run him out there and make mistakes? He cost the Bruins 2 goals a game every single time.
Was he the one in Florida?
Run him out there, and it's so annoying. It's making me sick.
Who was the player that tipped the puck in to our goal?
Well, that was off of Peak, but that's besides the point.
Okay.
Peak is actually pretty decent defensive.
I get it, but we're scored against ourselves. That doesn't.
Right. We got to be able to score some goals somehow.
Yeah. So they said, let's do it against ourselves. I like it.
They're just, right now,
I like it.
Seriously, I think they're the worst team in the league.
They could very well be. We'll find out. We'll continue to watch this as the season goes on. But we're going to talk some more hockey round with our pick and roll.
It's time for pick and roll.
Our pick and roll tonight. It's episode 43, so we had to go with some NHL players who are active who have had a 43-goal season in their career, and that would be one David Pastrnak, Steven Stamkos, Leon Draisaitl, Jack Hughes, William Karlsson, and Matt Duchene. Did I say it right, Duchene? Is it Duchene?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to rank them from 6 to 1. I am first, so I will start us off round with my pick and roll.
Can't wait for this.
At number 6, I had Matt Duchene. He's played in 1,142 games, 372 goals, 521 assists, 893 points. He's a minus 64 for his career, 56 game-winning goals. All he's done is had a Rookie of the Year. I almost initially put this player at 6, but Jack Hughes has only played in 375 games. And what I did was I did the math. If you double or triple his numbers, he would far surpass Duchene. 147 goals, 213 assists, 360 points. He's a minus 33. That he's got to clean up a little bit. 23 game-winning goals. He hasn't really won anything else. But again, you do the math, it's pretty close. He's definitely ahead of Duchene. At 4, I had William Karlsson, 745 games, 182 goals, 268 assists, 450 points. So well less than a point per game, like not good. Even though he's a plus 131, and I like that number, 30 game-winning goals. He's had 1 Bing and 1 Cup, but did not put him ahead of anyone else. This is where the race got tight, and you really have to look at the games played. Believe it or not, I went at 3, Steven Stamkos. He's played in 1,172 games, 583 goals, 609 assists, 1,192 points in his career. So it's more than a point a game, but a plus 7, 91 game-winning goals, 2 All-Stars, 2 Rishards, 1 Messier, 2 Cups. Right? Great numbers. You're saying that's far better than the next 2 guys. But again, if you do the math and you double them, their numbers would surpass Stamkos. So at 2, I went David Pastrnak. 765 games, 396 goals, 449 assists, so 845 points, more than a point per game, a plus 137. Phenomenal, by the way. Thinking about now, he's a minus 4. Poor guy, they're gonna drain some of that this season. 64 game-winning goals, 1 Richard, 4 All-Stars. At number 1, though, I went Leon Draisaitl, and this is why. He's only played in 30 more games, 798 games, 404 goals. You say they're about the same. He's had 100 more assists, 559 assists. I know he has a great player in Connor McDavid, which kind of helps that, but a plus 86, 72 game-winning goals, 3-time All-Star. He's won a Ross, a Hart, a Pearson, and a Richard. So he's had a few more accolades. I went with Draisaitl. Numbers are about even. You put Pastrnak against Stamkos and you double it, he's going to surpass Stamkos. Same thing with Draisaitl. And 963 points for Draisaitl versus 845 for Pastrnak and 30 more games. So that's how I ranked him.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Kudos to you. I also have Matt Duchene at number 6. Now I know why Dallas always chokes in the postseason, because he doesn't know how to cover his own end. It's a big part.
Yeah.
I also have Jack Hughes just above him at number 5, because he looked gifted offensively. But in order for New Jersey to ever get anywhere, he needs to be all around great. He does need to clean up his own end.
Yeah.
Then I also had William Karlsson, at number 4. I would have liked to. I think he's talented enough where he could have scored more goals. But he does pay attention defensively. He's a great all-around player, and plus 131. So he's not going to give up the house, when he's on the ice. He also played pretty damn well against Boston. Not going to say that he didn't have 2 goals, but he did. And then I also have Steven Stamkos at number 3 for the exact reason what you said. If you put the other two guys, put them out, you do the numbers, you do the math, and you have them all play the same amount of games, I think the other two guys are far and away better.
Mm-hmm.
Not taking anything away from Steven Stamkos
No,
and his
not at all.
583 goals.
And he's won 2
However, I did take in account Leon Draisaitl playing with Connor McDavid, and that makes a big difference. And let me tell you, even if I didn't, I still come up with the same thing, because at least Pasternak does take care of his own end. And he's very solid defensively, even though he's coughed up the puck a lot this year.
I agree with that. I'm not saying you're talking 110 more assists, 110 more assists, and 120.
No, I'm not saying he's not going to. Look, Leon Draisaitl is going to get more assists.
Okay,
but Pasta will score more goals.
Okay,
when it's all said and done,
points right now.
Even he'll score more goals, and I'll take those goals much more than the assists.
Okay.
And from what I've seen, and look, there's plenty of sample size. Pasternak is doing it alone. It doesn't matter who his teammates are. He's still going to get it. He's still going to get his goals. He's still going to make, plays. I think he is slightly better than Draisaitl, and it is close. It is really 1A, 1B, because I think in a lot of aspects, these guys are going to have very similar numbers when it's all said and done. And so there.
Okay.
So I'm not giving a 1 and a 2.
Whatever. Okay. All right.
They're that close. They're literally 8 goals apart, 30 games.
Ron, before we get into our predictions, would you be able to give a shout out to our friends out in Providence, Rhode Island, and WBOB?
I suppose I could. All right, tonight's show is brought to you by the all-new 990 WBOB radio page, offering links to your favorite Providence shows, including us, Sports Unfolded, and the Bryant Bulldogs Sports Hour. So if you're into college sports, Bryant Bulldogs are very popular on this station. And you can listen to the Bryant Bulldog Sports Hour. So send us an email to sponsor the show, RIBroadcasting.media@gmail.com. We can send you out the media kit, and you can sponsor us. And
Absolutely.
Thousands of eyes and ears.
Yeah, we'd love to get a sponsor.
19,000 in just Metro Atlanta, Right. And then you add another 2,000-3,000 for the views and listens on everything else.
So great opportunity there. Ron, it is prediction time. And last week you gained a ground. You got a game on me now, 6-4 to 7-3. But if you're joining us live and like to get your name added to that list, we'd love to have you. Or if you're one of the names on that list, let's get some wins and losses added to those totals. But it is going to be a fun week, Ron, and we're going to start off with Major League Baseball tonight. Game 1 of the World Series. The Los Angeles Dodgers at the Toronto Blue Jays. Even though I think the Dodgers are going to win this game, and I don't like the pitching matchup, Toronto at home in the hot bats, they're not as rusty. Dodgers have had some time off. I'm going Toronto here.
I'm going LA. This could potentially be another sweep to me.
I like the fact that Toronto's played more recently. And sometimes that makes a difference with the bats.
Yeah, I don't know. Snell is very familiar with Toronto after playing in Tampa Bay. I think Snell's got it.
Yeah, we'll see. NFL action, Ron, this Sunday. You got the Cleveland Browns at the New England Patriots. Who are you taking?
I'm taking New England. I can't. I will never, ever take Cleveland under any circumstances. Not saying that they can't win or anything. I will just never put my pick on Cleveland.
This may be the week that you really dominate, because I'm taking Cleveland here. I like their defense. I think it's going to create some fits for New England. I see some turnovers. That's one thing New England hasn't done. So Myles Garrett is going to be a beast, and I don't know if Will Campbell can handle that rookie tackle. I get a little nervous.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, boy. That's a good one, buddy. I'll give you one of these. All right. Also in the NFL,
I'm on
we've got the Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like the home team in this matchup. I like the revenge matchup. I think Aaron Rodgers wants to win this game badly, and I'm not as impressed with Green Bay as I was early in the season. So I'm going Pittsburgh here, but it's close.
I don't like when I have too many picks on road teams, and I'm looking at this list, and I fear that. But I think Green Bay's defense is better. Pittsburgh's defense, even though you have a couple of guys on there that should be lighting it up, they haven't been. I think Pittsburgh lays an egg, and it's going to open a door for the Ravens, and I think it's just meant to be, and Green Bay is winning this game.
All right. So far. So
we are all different?
Yeah, so far. Okay. All right, Ron. This Sunday as well, NHL action, Colorado Avalanche at the New Jersey Devils. Who you taking?
Am I right in saying that neither team has a regulation loss?
I could take a look for you right now, my friend.
I know Colorado doesn't have any loss.
Colorado has 3 overtime losses, but they're 5-0. The Devils are 6-1 with no overtime losses.
6-1. All right. This is tough because I want to say Colorado. I'm going to go Colorado. I just think they're so much better. Eventually, they'll have a regulation loss.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be this one.
Yeah. I went Avs as well. I think, to your point, they're such a good team, and they're very loaded. And not that New Jersey's a bad team, but I think Colorado's going to be one of those top teams in the league.
It's a different level.
The 28th of October, Ron, we got the Vegas Golden Knights at the Carolina Hurricanes. This was last week's game. Vegas won it. But Vegas was at home. I think the Hurricanes at home. Yeah, this will be a victory for the Carolina Hurricanes to make up for that loss in Vegas.
Yeah, I also agree with you. They're two really good teams. This is potential Stanley Cup matchup here.
Agreed.
And I give Carolina the advantage here being at home. So I go Carolina as well.
Agreed. NBA season has kicked off. This week we've got on the 26th, Milwaukee Bucks at the Cleveland Cavaliers. What do you have, Ron?
I'm going Cleveland because they lost the other day, but they're going to be at home again. I don't think they lose another one at home. Well, I'm not saying they're never going to lose another one at home, but they're not going to lose back-to-back. And I'm going to go Cleveland. I think they're much better than what they showed against the Knicks.
All right. I had the Bucks here because I think the Bucks are the better team. I think Cleveland overachieved last year. That was their chance.
It might be.
And they blew it. So I'm going Bucks here. And I like Miles Turner, the addition of Miles Turner in Milwaukee. I think that's going to definitely help. So,
yeah.
Also in the NBA on the 27th, Ron, we've got the Denver Nuggets at the Minnesota Timberwolves. Denver, I picked them to beat Golden State. That was a tight game till Steph Curry did some Steph Curry things. I think Denver's deep, man. I like this team. Aaron Gordon scored 50 in that game. He could keep putting up numbers like that. I think Denver wins more than they lose. So I went Denver here.
I also went Denver. This is going to be a good game, though. I mean, Anthony Edwards, you got the Towers, in
Yeah,
there for
Gobert.
them, but I just have faith in Jokic. I have faith in him. He's going to rise to the occasion in this matchup,
Ron,
and I
is
think he's going to have a great game.
as crazy as it sounds, guess what he had? Triple-double. First game
Yeah,
of the
go
year.
figure.
There we go. Maybe he'll get 82 triple-doubles this year. I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it either. He's trying to improve every year.
Yeah. So
I mean, he does care.
Yeah. No, listen. I think they want to get back to the finals. I really do. I think this might be the year they could do it.
Yeah.
Dallas all the way. We didn't have Dallas on there. Danny, a little late, my friend. 10:25 this Saturday, Ron. You got the number 8 Ole Miss Rebels at number 13 Oklahoma Sooners. I went Rebels against Georgia. I got burned. Guess what, though? I'm going for the Rebels again. I'm trying to one more time. Ole Miss with the victory here over the Oklahoma Sooners.
I'm going Oklahoma because I went with Georgia in that game, and
it worked.
Now that you're saying what you said, I'm like, no, I'm going to go to the well against them again.
Yeah.
So
right.
I'm going Oklahoma,
all right.
And we have pretty much almost all different so far.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting week. All right, Sunday. We only got a few races left here in the NASCAR series. Xfinity 500 in Martinsville. We need a top 5 driver. Who do you have, Ron?
I'm going Kyle Larson.
I also had Kyle Larson. This didn't bode well.
Doing that a lot lately.
Kyle Larson. All right, let's see. Let's see who wins top 5 driver.
Let's get those. Let's run those real quick back, Danny. If you're out there, let's go with your predictions. Los Angeles Dodgers or Toronto in tonight's game. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Give you less than a minute here because we don't want some dead air time. But
no,
it's gonna be a fun week, man. World Series. We've got all the major sports now. All 4 of them right now.
Going.
Which is crazy.
Everything's going. So. I mean, all the major sports like the NFL, NASCAR, NHL, MLB.
I know what you're doing here. I bet I know what you're doing.
Oh, you're probably not the only one betting on it.
Hey, see what we did there? All right, Danny's probably not on anymore, so we're going to move on, Ron.
He picked the Dodgers. There we go.
Danny went Dodgers. Browns at Patriots, Danny. Do you have a pick there? Browns at Patriots.
I can't even believe you picked that one.
Yeah, I'm surprised you went Dodgers. Shocked. Yeah. We know, Danny. Dodgers all the way. Do you have
Dodgers all the way? That's what I picked.
Cleveland, the Browns at the Patriots. You have a pick, Danny? All right. Dodgers. Okay. We got it. All right. Ron, Hall of Fame. New voting is up, but we did induct 2 members of the Hall of Fame, Ray Bork and Mark Spitz, last week into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. You can currently cast your votes for the new poll that is open at the Sports Unfolded Sports Poll page on Facebook. Danny went Pats. All right, Danny. Packers at Steelers. What do you have? You could cast those votes for the NBA. We have Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Tracy McGrady, Ray Allen, and Vince Carter. Those are your NBA picks at Sports Unfolded Sports Poll page on Facebook. Cast your votes today, as well as for Major League Baseball.
Oh, me.
Ty Cobbs, Duke Snyder, Stan Musial, Al Kaline, and Trish Speaker.
Kaline.
I'm going Kaline because if I say it any other way, I'm saying alkaline. Again, go to the Facebook Sports Unfolded Sports Poll page today. Cast your votes. Help induct one of the next members into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Danny has not picked the Packers at the Steelers. He's going Steelers, Danny. Danny, Colorado Avalanche at the New Jersey Devils. Do you have a pick there? NHL. Ron, if you want to tell everyone how they could become a sponsor of our great show, we'd love to hear about it.
Absolutely. Again, just send us an email. Your ad will be here. We'll read the ad. So not only will people see it, but it will be heard on the audio version for Spotify, Red Circle, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn, and also in the Metro Atlanta area on WDJY, and in the Providence area on WBOB. So send us an email at RIBroadcasting.media@gmail.com. We can send you out all the information with the media kit and everything, and you can join the family.
All right, Danny, Vegas Golden Knights at the Carolina Hurricanes. Who do you have?
He has.
He picked Colorado.
Yes.
We will say this too. WDJY 99.1 FM in Dallas, Georgia. Thank you for the support and continuing to help us grow there, as well as SEC TV, Public Access Channel 12 in Southeast Connecticut on every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Again, when we talk about following us, liking us, sharing our social media platforms, we are on everything. Your business will be seen across so many different platforms and heard on so many different audio platforms that it is ridiculous. So take time, become a sponsor of Sports Unfolded. We'd love to be able to call your business out as well. And he went the Knights. What about the Milwaukee Bucks at the Cleveland Cavaliers? Danny, who do you have? We're running out of time here. Danny, though, jumped in late, but he's getting his picks in. He's got to make up for that. Brown, bring up the chart again. Where's Danny at right now? He's under 500. Where's he at? 43 and 47. Yeah, you need a good week here, Danny. You need a good week
He's
here.
Just under Kenny.
Yeah, who disappeared. So could make some ground here. James, too. James is like lighting it up. Kyle, 56%. That's a good win percentage there as well.
Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey.
Only been with us a couple of times, but 53%.
Yeah, can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong there. All right. We're going to move on, Ron, to our final thoughts. I think Danny's about done. And our final thoughts, repeat that. Bucks at Cavs, NBA. Who do you have? Our final thoughts don't necessarily have to be about anything sports related, Ron. It could be about anything happening in the world today. My final thought is actually about Brian Daboll, Cam Scatterbo. They were fined by the league for violating the league's concussion protocol. A couple of weeks ago, Jackson Dart was hurt, went into the blue medical tent, and they both popped their Bryce, sports ball. Yes, sir. Bryce, thanks for joining. I will say, while I understand what they did was wrong, there is a protocol. I'm also curious how I would handle it myself. If I am a head coach and my best player or my one player that possibly is going to keep my job gets injured, I think I would probably do the same thing and want to find out if he's okay. And is he coming back? Is this something that's going to keep him out of the game? So while I understand why the NFL fined him, I don't know if I agree with it. I also think that these coaches who plays who versus the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks, Danny. But I will say, I think I would have done the same thing. I'm not going to survive if my star player is not out there. I am going to lose my job if Jackson Dart isn't out there. I think I would want to know how it stands. So I understand it. I mean, I think it was excessive too, the fines, but again, I think Daboll $1 million, like it's something ridiculous. The Giants, I was thinking like $2 million. I don't get it. Because again, these coaches nowadays live and die by if one injury could basically get you fired. It's that simple. Look at the Baltimore Ravens right now. John Harbaugh is one of the longest tenured head coaches. They're 1-5. If Lamar Jackson doesn't come back and doesn't turn that team around in the next few weeks, there's a good shot he gets fired. It's because of that injury. So I understand what Daboll did because, again, he's fighting for a job. So I was kind of questioning why they would have fined him based on that. But, again, he got fined. I'm sure the Giants are going to give him a little kick just to make sure that he doesn't lose his own personal money. But I just thought it was wrong. But that's my final thought.
Very good. Yeah. You know, it's kind of terrible that coaches live and die by how the players perform. It's unfortunate, but I mean, that's just how it is. You got to hold somebody accountable and you can't fire all the players. I mean, I would like to. I'd like to fire, at least 15 of them right now, but can't happen. I used my final thought up in the gambling scheme, and I really think, players should not be allowed to advertise for these gambling apps and stuff like that. That should definitely not happen. We need to do something about that because it's just making it worse and worse and worse. And I said it a couple of years now going that this gambling thing is going to blow up in somebody's face. And here we are. We're at that point right now. So what I will do is go through the social media. You can watch us live every Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Rhode Island Broadcasting with Rumble, YouTube, and Kick. Also live on Sports Unfolded at Facebook and at Twitch at RI_broadcasting. And also now we are live on Twitter at Broadcasting RI. And are we live on TikTok there?
We were for a little bit. We were there for about 30 minutes. So we'll continue to throw that in
check
every
out.
week.
So is it
On Sports Unfolded? Yeah, at Sports Unfolded. So check that out on TikTok.
So, I mean, on TikTok rather.
Yeah.
Oof. You can also listen to us post live. So we put up the shows at Red Circle, Spotify, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio at RI Broadcasting. And of course, you can follow us on all the social media, including the Sports Unfolded polls page. So you got to go there so you can vote. It's all up to you whether these players get into our Hall of Fame. And you can also follow us on MeWe, Blue Sky, TikTok, Space. Hey, Parla. There's so many of them at RI Broadcasting. And, of course, go to the websites. Go to these websites. The Hall of Fame is right here. Sports Unfolded 2021 Wix.com. So go there for the Hall of Fame and some other things that are there. You can also get there by going to RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. You can check out all the stuff there and all the shows. And, of course, we have the link to that Hall of Fame, and it is dynamite. A lot of players in there. So please help support. Danny, thank you so much for all these. Final thought from Danny.
Yeah,
He's got a final thought.
This does it from Sports Unfolded with your host, Danny, Eric, and Ron. So he threw himself in as a host. I like it, Danny.
That's right. I love it. I love it. Danny's a mainstay here.
Yes,
Danny,
it.
I keep telling you, send me a 1-minute video of a of a final thought, and we can air it.
We'll put it on there for you. Want to thank Bryce for joining us live as well. Danny, thank you for joining us live tonight. All those that are going to check us out afterwards, please like, share, follow our show. Check us out every Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the best sports podcast on the planet, Sports Unfolded. We appreciate all of the time you took tonight. We love to hear from you. Continue to look at us, support us. We need a sponsor. Let's make that happen as well. Ron, it's been a pleasure tonight. Interesting show. Got a little heated there. We love it. That's what we do. But all we really ever want in this world, every single show, is peace on earth. So let's make that happen.
Have a great night from myself, Eric, and Danny.